Okay, we're here with some random stuff on the bench, and I'm going to play around with some stuff, and we're going to talk about the giveaway that I mentioned recently in the past. What I'm playing with is, if you have an older certain brand of hot tub, you might recognize this piece. It is an LED collector that turns the lights into fiber optics. This will normally thread in, but the adapter is missing. But I'll show you what it does. It runs at 12 volts, AC or DC, because it has a built-in rectifier to change the voltage. Actually, change it from AC to DC. And of course, it's hard to see with the lights on, so let's turn off some lights. One more light. There we go. What the collector does is it collects the light and then shoots it out the end. Right now it's set on white, which is all RGB. With the adapter bung, it then shines this into your hot tub, and it goes into pin spots throughout the shell. As you can see, this is in the cabinet, and there's usually, no joke, close to 100 feet for the longest runs that go around your hot tub. The reason it's got holes in it around the sides is it can also run an incandescent white light instead of a colored light. How this light works is when you go off on, it's now a different color. And it's hard to tell on camera. Right now it's teal. Now it's purple. Now it's deep blue. Kind of it's green. Oops, too fast. Red. So as you can see, that's what this does. There's the light inside. Well, with the assistance of the fellow YouTuber Big Clive, we were able to replicate this part, because this part doesn't exist anymore. It was proprietary to the manufacturer of the one type of hot tub. So I now have light this. And then there's the back cap. And I'll show you with a white light. White light goes in. And we are going to strip the wire. I guess I should have done that in advance. There we go. It's thick insulation. So click and click. Now you have a warm white light. You can almost see it does glow a little bit through the thickness of the plastic. And then this would screw into the end, and there's your fiber optics. Because this is an incandescent bulb, in here it gets extremely warm. Makes a pretty cool flashlight though. And that's why this one has the holes in the side. That's to let all this heat out. But this bulb, which is freaking hot, it can be replaced with LEDs again. See, this one's on rotate. So, you can just pop this cap off, which is just an adapter cap, because this doesn't fit. Slide the cap on to the collector, like so. Stick my LED through. At least I hope I can. Oh. These light adapters can be put in from the front or the back. This one's going to be put in from the front, not the back. And I'll show you why I did this. This is so when I do fiber optic projects, I can use LED to change the color of my fiber optics. And the reason this is coming up is what we're going to do for this Halloween giveaway. is I'm going to show you the house in a minute. We're going to give away for Halloween in May. And I'm going to put a custom light in it, custom color, or colors if you want RGB, with a power supply, and send it out to you. Push it back together. It's all press fit, which is nice. Like so. See, there's the light. Let's kill the light. And this one would need the adapter too, but there you go. And then off, on, green, orange, blue, red, dark green, purple, deep blue, back to red. And it will go into a rotate mode, which I think it's doing right now. It's a slow rotate. It's slowly going through all the colors. But in some of the projects I do, especially the automotive, like limousine ones, where people want fiber optics in their headliners, I get the fiber optics. Some of these are acrylic, which you can get on eBay or Amazon. I do have glass fiber optics, which you cannot bend as much. If you try and bend it like this, you'll actually snap them into little pieces, and shards of flaky glass will fly everywhere. These are acrylic, but some of the older hot tubs came with glass. Basically, I repurpose everything. That's why we call ourselves the Random Junk Channel. So, but something like this, you could also put into your little town. You could run a loom of fiber optics in different lengths and have pin lights sticking up in your grass, in your cemetery, in your houses. If you have a wall covering, you can have sparkles to make them look like lit stars all across your wall. It's a lot of work if you wanted to do something like this, but I can use a fiber optic collector, which they do sell similar but smaller versions on eBay and Amazon. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because of the lights for the next house, and I'm going to show you why here in just a moment. I'm not using this in the house. It's too large. I mean, if you look at it on this little chart here, it's 2 and a little over 3/4 inches wide, and it's 4 inches tall. So, kind of big to stick inside a house. But if you wanted to do a starry night scene, or what have you, then you could use something like that. Not that I've used them in the past, but unfortunately, the company that makes these doesn't exist anymore. So, some help from Big Clive was able to reproduce it. The difference is this one has a foot for mounting. This one is just a cylinder, just fine. You can always put a hose clamp around it to attach it to something, or if you can stick it inside of a fitting. Like if you're in a limousine, there can be a tube that this can fit inside with the lights coming out. But for the Lemax Halloween in May giveaway, I'm going to do this one. The Peter's Pumpkin Patch. It's a Lemax signature collection from many years ago. Let's see if I can tell you the year here. 2010. This thing's 11 years old. It is not brand new. So I said it'd probably be an older piece in one of the previous videos. But this one runs on the incandescent bulb, which, if you want that, you can have it. The incandescent bulb instructions are in the bottom. Comes with a lot of peanuts. Get the peanuts out of here. So, the corn was glued right here, and the glue broke. It's been sitting in the box for a really, really long time. And there's the white incandescent bulb. I should have pulled these peanuts out first. I didn't realize there were so many in the box. And of course the fan's just blowing them around. But I did the You Win It, I design, or I do the lighting that you want in your house contest last year. So this year will be very similar. You win it, design the lighting for your house. You go with the standard white incandescent bulb. Of course I'll glue the corn back on. So get it just like this, where you get a nice glow, and it's just white. You can always change this to an LED as well and just have 120 volt single run. Or with the color changing LED, and again, it doesn't have to be this specific one. It can be an LED strip light, an LED cluster, one color, orange, yellow, purple, pink, etc. But this size light fits in here. It's pretty much the same size as the white incandescent. But here it is in, well, it's going through rotate. So here it is white as it's changing into pink. There's fast rotate. Just white. Green. Yellow. Blue. Red. Green again. Pink. Blue again. Yeah, so that's all the colors. Plus the rotates, where you have the fast and the slow rotate, or transitional rotate. So the giveaway is going to be the 2010 Peter's Pumpkin Patch. It'll come in its original box, but not the original foam, as you could tell. It's going to have a repair because the corn has come free of its mount right there. And if you want the incandescent light, you can have it. If you want a custom RGB light that changes colors, whether it's controlled by turning the power off and on, or just a solid cob of lights such as orange or UV purple or deep blue, the winner can decide. If it's an odd voltage, like these lights run at 12 volts, AC or DC, I would send the power adapter with it so you can actually power it when you get it. Whereas if it doesn't, you can just plug it into your existing Max power plugs, the 4.5 volts. Even if it runs lower than that, I'll still do the 4.5 volts, and I'll just reduce with resistors, since 3 volt ones are nearly impossible to locate anymore. Everything is going to the standard 4.5 volt setups. So this is an update on the contest, giving you an idea how to possibly make a starry night using fiber optics, or lights in your grass. You can buy fiber optic kits on eBay and Amazon. Some of the kits are reasonable, $40, $50. Other kits are a lot more expensive. And if you do use fiber optics, it's very, very time consuming. I was considering it, I still am, about doing little pin lights here and there throughout the different yards, because I can have one light source and then run different lengths of fiber. I have fiber that's 20, 30 feet long, so I can run most everything off of one central hub, which is why I was recreating this. The Starry Night, you can do the same thing, but it is a pain. If you go online, go on YouTube as an example, you can look at many people who have done fiber optics poking through their ceiling. it's just time consuming. It looks really cool, but it's very, very, very time consuming. And if you bend these too tight, even with the acrylic, you can snap them. So be aware that if you start running it and you make a sharp 90, you'll break your fiber. So, but that light segues into this. So, how we're going to do it is below the post, the video, depending on where you see it, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. Just comment what you like, whether you want a solid light or colored light or 120 volt light or something, and we'll assign numbers, random number generator, to the different comments, and sometime in May we will do a drawing, probably the first week, maybe the second week, since I want to give everybody a fair chance to see the video, at which point we'll do the drawing and get the house out to whoever the winner is once the lights are completed. If it's something different than just a light bulb as an example, we'll do a video of the build like we did with the one last year. If not, then we'll just do a video of who the winner is and then get it boxed and shipped. Like I discussed in the last video, because shipping rates keep going up, just like everything, US only. That's unfortunately what I have to do, just because it's a free house to you and I'm paying shipping. And shipping overseas is ungodly. Even across the American-Canadian border is getting more and more expensive. So I apologize to any of the viewers that are seeing this that are not here in the States. But if you want to put your input in, go for it. Again, sorry. It's just cost. That's the problem with anything these days. So, alright, well, thanks for watching. No, it's not the most exciting video. Not repairing anything. Just some information on things you can do fiber optic wise. Might be able to put a file out to make a collector like this that you can tweak. Or you can just buy the pre-made ones on eBay and Amazon. The pre-made LED collectors are, I think they're aluminum. And most of the ones I saw on eBay and stuff are around $50 American. So you have choices. Something to make your village stand out from somebody else's village, or just to add a little flair to your village. Because most Lemax pieces don't run fiber optics, except for Dr. Stretchen's Pulse Torture Factory has a lot of fiber in it, which is the pulsating orange on the front that spells out the text. There's not very many pieces that have fiber, and when they do, it's usually just within the house itself. But doing a twinkly front yard or a twinkly backdrop, if it's a small scale one, it'd work fine. Mine is an entire room, so it's a huge scale, and it would take me forever with my work schedule to do something of that nature. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Look for the input. Hopefully we'll get this video up here quickly. It's the 20th of April. Hoping to have this up here in the next couple of days. And we'll probably do the drawing around the middle of May. So figure the 15th is what we're guesstimating. If that changes, it'll be noted in the description below of the new date, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube, etc. But yeah. So if you're looking for Pete's Pumpkin Patch from 11 years ago, here's your chance to get one that is potentially customized if you like it. So, thanks for sticking around and watching. Look forward to reading the comments about types of lighting or colors that you might want. And of course, there'll be more repair videos coming, like always, as I have a chance to do them.